There's typically 3 stages. I want you to envision thinking about your buyer or your seller that you just met. I want you to think about, when did I meet them? Was it at an open house? Was it because they raised their hand because they were interested about a home online? Were they introduced to me from someone that referred me to them? The first one is awareness. Someone that comes into an open house is aware that they want to consider a move. They want to, possibly, it's a neighbor that might be considering an upgrade. They want to look at what the neighbor did a year ago so they get an idea of what they want to upgrade in their house. They're aware of the fact that they want to size up and figure out what they're worth compared to the one that's on the market. And then they move in consideration. They're actually considering to make a decision, which is the 3rd stage, decision. They're considering going to market. They're considering buying the house. They're considering working with an agent. They're considering. And like I said, the 3rd stage is decision. It's when they make their decision on what they're going to do, whether they're going to work with you, whether they're going to write an offer, whether they are going to remodel their house. So in the chat right now, looking at 3 stages, what stage do you think you meet a buyer or seller in? What stage? Awareness, consideration, I see that. Number 2, you meet people when they're already in a place. They're already in a conscious place of being aware of something they want to change, something that they're thinking of. You're not forcing them to think a certain way. The reason why they're in your world is because they're considering it. So look at this road I have, this windy road I have on the screen. I love having this visual, and I'm encouraging you. Think about this road when you're role playing, when you're talking to buyers or sellers. This is not your road. It's their road. It's windy and twists. And your job is to stay on their road. That's your job. Their road, not your road. Your road is the detour with the gravel to the right and to the left of that road. That's called agenda. Our job is to stay on their road. And the one thing you need to understand is when we're on the road, well, first we need to be invited because they're considering whether they want to speak to you or continue the conversation or share information with you. Once they make that decision to do it, these little stages, they're deciding to invite you. And then when you're invited to the road, then you got to go through the same thing all over again. And this is where we need to live. We need to really recognize what stage we meet people at. And that's the first step.